Hey guys, how's it going? It's 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's on Monday, March the 19th, and we're just going to try to record a live trade here for you because I don't think I've done a live trade yet for you today, have I? No, I haven't. I may as well record one. So I took a loss today. It wasn't really a big loss. To me, it wasn't a big loss, that is. It was around $250. I tweeted it as well, and believe it or not, it's actually the only loss that I've taken this week. And if you guys know me better by now, anytime, people say to me that I don't really talk about my losses, right? I don't talk about my losses because it doesn't really happen often. I'm not being cocky or anything, but it's true. It just doesn't really happen that often because of my strategies that I use of laddering, right? And dollar cost averaging. And I take very unnecessary risks, right? So I try to treat it like a game, right? I try to treat it like a game where I'm like, okay, I'm going to try to get the biggest win streak that I can. And my biggest win streak was like 11 days, and I was on 8 days today. But obviously the win streak is ruined because I took a loss. So I was kind of disheartened. It's emotionally damaging because once again, I treat it like a video game, and it's kind of like beating your high score, right? So I took a loss today of $250. I actually tried to short it right here. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you guys where I actually took my loss, and go check out my Twitter if you guys haven't. I actually shorted it literally like at the bottom there because I thought that we were gonna break below it. And as soon as I started to see these series right here of rejections on the downside, specifically these candles, when this candle formed right here, I'm like, okay, even though it's a 5-minute candle, right? I'm like, okay, this is probably not gonna happen right now. I'm probably not going to end up winning with this trade. So I decided to short the market, right? And then, I shorted the market. Then as soon as I saw a candle, I'm like, okay, it's not going to happen. It was for, I think, 4 Bitcoin. So I cut my losses at about $30 difference in price, right? For Bitcoin, it was at about $60 plus. So I cut my loss, like I bought it around 84.26, and I cut my loss right after this candle formed, basically, right? So around 84.80 or something like that. And when that happened, I took my 240 loss, and we bounced all the way back up there. So you guys can imagine, going from 84.20 to all the way 86.80 for 2 Bitcoin. That was like $800 loss I would have been trying to ride. So I don't believe in cutting losses, and I've actually made up all the profit already since then. So now the reason why I'm shorting is because I believe that this one's going to be the one where it's going down, right? So I'm shorting it very much still near the bottom. Not really in profit yet, but we'll see. Like, I'm gonna just go for a very quick scalp right here, okay? It's just for 3 Bitcoin. So I'm playing like a 25,000 something dollar position, like 20, I don't know how much, 26,000 maybe. So we go for a very quick scalp. Let's see if we actually break out of it this time, which I do think that we will actually. I think that we will break out of it because if we look at every other coin right now, it's actually correcting very heavily, right? And it's not that Bitcoin follows them, it's more like Bitcoin dictates it, but it's kind of correction time. They all began their uptrend together. It just makes no sense for Bitcoin to be uptrending when every other coin's, done their correction phase right now. And a lot of coins have actually broken below it already. So because every coin has broken below it, I firmly believe that this is going to be the time that we actually break down out of it, okay? I see you guys hear my bells ringing there. Let me mute my desktop. Actually, it's already muted. That's good. So yeah, we see like, Ethereum correcting as well. Every single coin has basically broken out of this type of support right here, right? We look at XRP, it's actually the more bearish one out of all of them, just on a 5-minute chart, of course, right? So as a day trader, I look at very low time frames. So this one here is just struggling right here. It got as low as like, 8,400. But I want to short the market, right? I don't think it's going to bounce here, unfortunately. No coins are really bouncing. The more bearish one's also Neo. Excuse me, that's very bearish as well. EOS is probably the most bearish out of all of them right now. The strongest one is holding is Litecoin, obviously. Ethereum, because EOS, right? EOS, they actually unloaded 417,000. That's right, 417,000 Ethereum on the open market. Just because, yeah, that's probably why Ethereum was actually taking a beating as well, right? A lot of these ICO token coins, they were unloading ICO token sales. They're taking their Ethereum there and they're just dumping it on the open market. So yeah, let's go take a look at the level 2 and see how it's going right now. Excuse me, sorry about that. Sometimes I don't get enough time to mute my microphone, right? So, you know, it depends on how it is. If this is called A, B, C, D, and E, that's the final balance before we go up, right? If we actually count this right here as wave A, right? If that one was A, then what will most likely happen is we end up calling this instead A, B, C, D, E, right? This will go, you know, say A, B, C, D, and one more touch upwards, right? So that could be a very likely case. If that's not the likely case, then it could be A, B, C, D, sorry, A, B, actually, you know what? It's gonna bounce regardless. I completely screwed up, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We might get a tiny one up, but I actually see a rejection right now on the 55 EMA. So let's take a look at it, right? We see a rejection. It's actually moving below the 55 EMA here. And I see so many bearish signs of divergence, guys. Like, it's just a ridiculous amount of bearish signs right now. The level 2 is not looking good. They're just pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. If it breaks out of there, like, guys, it's going to be really scary. It's going to be a free fall down, trust me. That's why I don't want to put my limit here yet. I'm already up about $75 right now. So let's just keep looking, all right? So I see it just kind of, yeah, so much pressure to go down right now, like ridiculous amount of pressure. I think it's just a matter of the walls building up here. So people want to create a wall, right? They want to create a wall to drive up the price. And I think a lot of the bigger sellers, they would like to create that illusion that there's demand, right? Or sorry, that there's a demand for it to go up. So what they'll do is they'll wait for these big walls to show up. But a lot of the bigger players would just dump onto the open market so they can take as much profit as possible, right? Near where they're confirming a downtrend. Whereas if there's not really a lot of liquidity and they dump it, they'll get less profit. So it's kind of a strategy game as well. So now we're seeing a massive rejection candle right there, okay, on the 55 EMA. We look at the 10-minute chart as well. It's a fairly bearish bottom right now. We're rejecting the 21 EMA. We haven't really broken below it in a long time, since about 2 p.m. there. So since 2 p.m. that's when we last broke out of that, or broke down below the 55 EMA. This one could be mistaken for a doji candle, but you guys gotta look at the RSI, okay? Like, honestly, you guys gotta look at the RSI and just see it bearishly diverge, right? Like, you see it very much so bearishly diverge. And this is kind of like creating a double bottom, right? Not a double bottom, but like a descending triangle, you can say. So because it's like creating this type of pattern, it's really hard to believe that it's actually going to hold. So let's just kind of see what happens, okay? Let's go look at the level 2 price action going on right here. Yeah, they tried to spike up to 80 to 27 there, but it was rejected very quickly. Interesting. 26.15. Wow, there's a big gap right now in price. Huge gap, right? Are people actually trying to buy it up right now? Very interesting what's going on. We have this massive candle on a 15-minute chart, right? It's super bearish right here. When we're getting very close, I think this is going to break down. Excuse me, sorry. I've been coughing a lot lately. Yeah, it's so hard to believe that this is actually going to hold. Look how bearish this candle is right here. 30-minute chart, like, let's go look on the 1 hour, okay? On the 1 hour, like, it's just losing steam, right, guys? Just losing steam so hard right now. How could anyone think that this is going to go up? I just don't want anyone to get trapped, right? We're getting this bottom right here already. Okay, 1, 2, it's just a matter of it ticking down now and just busting through. So this could very well be the moment that it breaks down. If it does break down, you're going to see a free-for-all. So I'm going to set my limit very, very low, just in case that does happen. Yeah, it's going down all right. Do you guys see this? I'm glad I'm catching it with you guys. It's pretty awesome. 2 hour chart, you know, it looks like it's going to cross over eventually. But what's giving it away is the 1 hour chart that's crossing over already, right? This is just going to free-for-all and just tank down now, in my opinion. There we go. We're at 85.01, right? 85.01. Let's just look at the level 2 price action. There's the 85 right there. Let's see if they're going to shatter it. right? Now this is definitely a downtrend. Oh yeah, it's not staying up, guys. I gotta tweet this. I gotta let everybody know. I make sure that I keep everybody safe. It's my job, guys, to keep everybody safe, okay? There it is. There's the downtrend. There's the downtrend. You guys see it? There's the downtrend. Absolutely, we broke out of it. We have broken out. I gotta tweet this very quickly. Excuse me for a second, okay? It's very important for me. Broken. That's what I'm saying, pretty much, okay? Broken. Now, let's see how far down we go. Let's see how far this rabbit hole goes down. Everybody's just selling now. Just panic sell. There we go. I just want to get a very quick profit right here. Not too big of a profit, okay? Actually, I want to move it down a little bit. 84.30. Yeah, 84.30 is a good price. Let's just see. Broken. Everybody sees it's broken. They're all going to start selling, guys. Trust me, they're all going to start selling very, very quickly. So 85.30, 85.20. Yeah, maybe a little bit too low I went. Okay, let's just go 35 right here or something like that. So they're starting to buy it up right now, okay? But the next logical choice would obviously be this bottom right there. That could easily be it, right? So the 1 minute chart's probably about to get pretty low. We're finding some solid support there thus far. Nothing really substantial, but obviously it's being broken right now, and it's just a matter of being patient, right? So whenever this happens, I always make sure I tweet it very, very fast. Okay, there we go. Now I can finally sleep, Eric Cho said. He's been waiting for it to break like all night. Awesome stuff. Finally, that's just awesome. Who can complain? Now it's gonna give a slight bounce upwards, right? Let's see if it can actually recover in any way though. I don't think it can recover, guys. Yeah, I really don't think it can recover here. Let's just see if I can make a quick $300, okay? Well, not 300, but like 200 something. I mean, it's gonna go down to like, I think, $8,000 at least. Honestly, it'll go down to like 8K. Maybe even lower than that. People see, the reason why people don't market execute very big amounts right away is very simple, guys, okay? They don't market execute very big amounts and they don't sell big because they want people to believe that there's still some hope. Does that make sense? Because if they create a false sense of hope, then people are actually going to start buying, so there's more liquidity. And when there's more liquidity, then these people can profit more, right? So it doesn't always make sense. Oh, geez, I took my profit. Didn't mean to take my profit. Damn it, I typed in the wrong number, man. I think I put in a 5 there or something. So it actually market executed it. That's really crappy. Damn it. I don't like to do that, right? I wanted to write it down all the way. Whatever. Guess this is it for the live trade. That kind of sucked. I wanted to ladder it down a little bit better than that. Okay, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye.